Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today to do my next installment of Shop My Stash. If you are new here, welcome. I typically upload these videos every 2 weeks. In the beginning of the video, I'll chat about my thoughts on the products that I chose from the last rotation, let you guys know about how often I used everything and just my general thoughts on them. And then we transition into the shopping portion. So if you want to see more, just keep on watching. Okay, so let's start with base products. The last rotation I had chosen the IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. And I kept it in for this rotation. And I have to say, I really am liking this. And it's crazy because I'm preparing to film a makeup I regret buying video, and I went back to watch some of my previous makeup I regret buying videos, and this was in my last one, which I forgot about. But I do remember not liking it. I did not like it. But here's the thing. Sometimes we don't like products because of user error. I did not like this because I was using way too much of it. Way too much. Too much. So I have tweaked my approach. I now use, like, I would say a 3/4 pump to a full pump. It's hard to gauge because I'm using two. So I use a tiny amount of each and I combine them, and that's what we got. This is what I have on my face today. I'm looking a little bit cakey today. I look fine on camera, but in person I'm looking a little bit cakey, but that's because I tried a different, sorry, my cat's going nuts. I tried a different powder technique, so I'm not crazy about it right now, but it's not this, it's the powder. Anyways, that doesn't matter. Point is, I do love this. I kind of don't want to get rid of it yet. And by get rid of it, I mean like put it back. I'm not getting rid of this. I'm keeping this. This will be a repurchase, I'm sure. But dang, man, I use this almost every day. I did recently purchase the NYX Born to Glow foundation. Actually, this was a repurchase. I purchased a shade deeper than what I had been using with it prior. And it just doesn't stand up to this at all. Like if these two were battling, like, NYX would be long gone. Like, anyways, but I did get that, and I was trying it out. Not a huge fan. Definitely loving this one more. So I think, I don't know. I might keep it in. I might not. I'm not entirely sure, but I do love it. Okay, and then the powder, is this right? Yeah, for powder, I was using my NYX banana powder. It's the HD finishing powder in banana. And I do like this a lot. This is what I use for my under eyes and like my T-zone, just like the center of the face where I want some brightening. And I've been using this with my sponge instead of a brush. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to say my concealer does not leave my under eyes even a little bit. Like, that technique is phenomenal. That's not a word. It's phenomenal. Anyways, I use this nearly every day. No, I use this every day. Okay. I am forgetting something. Oh, the First Aid Beauty Bendy Avocado Concealer. Still loving this a whole lot. Super bummed that they're not cruelty free anymore, but yeah, used it every day. Okay. I feel like that's all I've already talked about it. Bronzer, I chose the Ofra and Samantha March bronzer duo. This is River. I do love this. I did realize that I don't love it quite as much as I thought that I did. What was the bronzer I was using? The bronzer I used last rotation was a Juvia's Place bronzer duo. Whoo, that stuff is amazing. Like, it is flawless. It's not patchy or skippy at all. And this one is maybe a little bit patchy, only slightly. And it like so slight that I didn't even notice it until I tried one that was not patchy whatsoever. So yeah, but this is the bronzer that I have on today. It's a beautiful bronzer. It truly is. You've got one side is luminous and the other side is matte. You blend them together and then you get this just healthy looking finish, and it's really nice. So I do enjoy this quite a lot. Very happy that I have it. I use it every day. La 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 la. Blush. Okay, I am kicking myself on this, but not too hard because it's not that important. But anyways, this is the Becca Blush in the shade Camellia. I don't know, it's a mini, but you guys, why did I not try this before Becca went under and I cannot purchase this now? Somebody explain this to me. Explain my logic. Anyways, I don't know. I was like, man, I haven't heard anything good about Becca Blushes. It's probably not that great. It's great. It's greater than great. It's phenomenal, and I really enjoy it. It's a beautiful shade. It's, what's that word when something's slightly shimmery? It's glowy and gorgeous. And it may just be the one that got away, because I just have this little baby sample size, and when it's gone, it's probably going to be like gone forever. So really, really pretty. If they're still available and you know this, please let me know in the comments. Okay, then I have a face palette. Ooh, baby, this I used a lot. Here's the thing. I knew that I loved the Becca Blush. I should clarify, I only used it a couple of times. I tried it the first day. I fell in love. And then I am one of those people where if I love something, I don't use it. It's like only if it's something that I like is A, expensive, or B, I cannot get again, then it just like, I'm like, that's my for good blush. It's for good. It's for good when I have to dress up or whatever. That is, it's maybe not that important, but that's just where my brain goes. So I typically, that's why I only used it like 2 times, maybe 3 times. The rest of the time I was using this. You guys, it's the Lorac Shine Bright. You can't get it anymore, I'm sure. But I'm pretty sure you can get these individually. And if you're not cruelty-free, you should, because these are phenomenal. Oh my gosh. What blush do I have? This shade here on today, Blossom. It's just the perfect nude. Oh my gosh. It is beyond beautiful. And these two are highlight shades. They're like intense, but in a real nice sort of way, there they are. They're just, woo, so pretty. The shades that I used the most were Technicolor and Blossom. Like, I'm hopeful that you guys will be able to see the brush dips in there. Like, I love this. It is so pretty, and I haven't been using it because I'm like, I can't get it again. Right? I knew that I loved it. I haven't used it for like probably 2 years because I was like, well, Lorac's not cruelty-free anymore. I almost just threw it. I would have cried. Lorac's not cruelty-free anymore and it's not available anymore. I don't want to use this. Well, here's the thing. It brings me joy and I'm going to start using it. So I might actually just keep that in for this rotation. I don't know. We'll have to see when I get downstairs to do the shopping portion how I feel. Okay, now I've got this. This is the Diamond Dasher highlight in the shade Space Age. Or is it the Space Age highlighter in the shade Diamond Dasher? That's what it is. It's the shade Diamond Dasher. It's from Kaleidos. Real quick, I used this. I probably used it every day between the highlights or the blushes, if that makes sense. So I got solid use out of that. This I only used a couple of times, and I quickly realized that it just isn't my style. As much as I want to be one of the cool kids that can make like a super sparkly highlight work. Oh my God, but look at it. Okay, I could be wrong. Oh, it's so pretty. I might need to try this a little bit more. It is so pretty. It's one of those, so they're space age highlighters. They have a bunch of different ones, and they're all like that, just like a duochrome kind of edgy sort of highlight. Like they got a green one and a blue one and a red one. This one was the most natural of the bunch, and I felt like it would align most with my personal tastes. And I don't know what it was. Like it came across as maybe highlighting more texture than I was wanting. I don't know. There was just something about it that wasn't as good for me as the Lorac highlights. So I didn't use it very often. I used it, I want to say 2 or 3 times. Okay, now this is the ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Drift. This, first of all, I want to love this. There it is swatched. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade right here. Here's this baby. What happened was I did use it. So as you may, if you watched last time, I had pulled this in for, sorry, my eyes. I pulled this in for last rotation, and I forgot about it. Well, I did remember to use it this time. And what happened that I was not prepared for is I laid it down with my finger, because that's typically how I'm going to use like a shimmery super shock shadow. Oh, I'm burpy because I'm hungry. Anyway, with a shimmer super shock, I use my finger. Most shimmers, I'm using my finger. But what happened when I did that with this is it just stuck down, and then it wouldn't go any, it was really hard to buff out the edges. It was weird. So I don't know, man. I wasn't too thrilled with it. I am about to do a declutter of all of my single shadows, all of them, all of my individually potted single shadows. And I'm seriously considering whether or not to keep this. I think I'll probably keep it, but I don't know. Anyway, was not my favorite thing that I used this time. Okay, you know what? Eyeshadow palettes. I forgot one of them downstairs. So I am so sorry about that, but the At Forest Sight ColourPop and Raw Beauty Christie palette, I use that almost every single day. I gotta go get it, don't I? Hang on. Okay, here it is. I use this almost every single day. Most of the time I would pair it with my Plain Jane palette by Adept. I am winded from going down the stairs. I just gotta breathe. Okay, I can do. Why? I think I held my breath the whole time I was going down the stairs. Anyways, I love this palette. I just featured this in a favorite fall palettes video. I think that's gonna be going up after this. I love this. These mattes are beautiful. The shimmers are fine. Like they're pretty. I like them. I came up with looks that I really enjoyed with them. But I will be honest, there were a lot of days when I wanted some extra oomph from these shimmers in the Plain Jane palette. So together, it's a match made in heaven. I used this 9 times. 9 times. So it was a big love. Lots and lots of love from me. In the Plain Jane palette, I used probably 7 of those times, if not more, because I think I also paired the Plain Jane with my Gemini palette. But Plain Jane, you guys, if you can get this on a restock, you should. It's really, really great. These shimmers are next level sparkly. They're just, and they're so unique. These are shades, like this one here. It's a multi-chrome, straight up. You got purple and blue and green and gold. in that one shade. It is so, so pretty. This one is, I mean, they're all duochromes, but some of them are also multichromes. They're just incredible. This shade, well, I guess, I don't know if that one, no, I think that is a duochrome. They're just beautiful, and you should absolutely pick this up if you can. I'll do some swatches. Some of the more like exciting shades. They're all exciting though. That's the thing. Like you can't even say some are more exciting than others. They're all so nice. This is like what the Urban Decay Cyber palette wanted to be. Can we just, oh, stop it. They're amazing. This is one of the best makeup products I own. Just gonna say it. Yeah. It brings me a lot of joy. Not everything that I have brings me joy, but this one, 100%. Okay, I'm just like a sparkling mess. All right, next, Melt Gemini. I use this probably a solid like 5 times. Used the mattes. I don't like Melt's shimmer formulas at all. At least not in this. I find them to be very chunky. The pigmentation is, they're not good. They are swatched. They're lackluster. They're not very good. I like the mattes a lot. I feel like Melt did mattes well in this palette, but then in some of their other palettes they didn't. So the thing with Melt is their formula it's just inconsistent and you don't know what you're going to get. Like the Blueprint palette, I love the shimmers, hate the mattes. This, I love the mattes, hate the shimmers. I don't know why. But anyways, this was great. It was fine. That's about it. So, okay, that is not everything. Golly, I have been talking for so long. Or it just feels that way because I just filmed a different video. Anyways, let's move on to lips. On my lips today, I've got this ColourPop lippy stick. This is in the shade Prairie Home. I like this color. On camera, I feel like this looks real nice. But if you get up close to me right now, you will see some dry, shriveled looking lips. Like it's very matte, and that's fine, but it's not necessarily what I personally am wanting in a lip product. So I don't know. I only used it twice, today being one of those times. The other time that I used this, eventually I just had to wipe it off because it looked atrocious. But it is a really pretty color, especially for fall. So that's why I have held on to it. Now for an everyday lip, I was using my e.l.f. Seriously Satin lipstick. This is in the shade Nectar. And I love this formula. This is such a pretty like peach shade. The formula is very creamy. They're pigmented, but not overly pigmented, and they're just super comfortable. I personally prefer a bullet lipstick, and this does not disappoint. And then for gloss, I've got my Fenty Fussy. It's just a little mini guy. I like this. I do. It's worth the hype. They're good. They're not sticky. They're comfortable. They're very glossy. It's one of the best lip glosses on the market. And then I can't remember if I pulled this mascara in, but I've got my Urban Decay Perversion mascara. Not my favorite. For reference, my favorite mascara formulas are Too Faced Better Than Sex, and but even more so than that, I love Essence Lash Princess. Like that is my ride or die mascara formula. So yeah. But this is fine. It just isn't as impactful, I guess. So I think maybe it just took some getting used to, but I do like it, and I can get like the volume that I want. It just maybe wasn't quite as volumizing as what I'm used to. So, okay, that is everything that I chose. At least I'm like pretty sure that it is. I could be wrong. But let's go ahead and jump into the shopping portion. Okay guys, so the only things that I'm keeping in are my powders and the Bendy Avocado Concealer from First Aid Beauty. I figured I should probably, even though I'm loving the foundation that I've been using, I probably need to try something else. For eyeshadow palettes, I'm really wanting to grab my Lethal Cosmetics singles. This is a custom palette that I did like last November, and I've used it I think once. So this is needing to see the light of day. And then I'm preparing to film a video of makeup I regret buying, and spoiler alert, the ABH and Jackie Aina palette might make the cut for that. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about it, so I'm going to pull this in and give it another shot. Are those two palettes enough to satisfy my needs? Let's take a look. So here is the color story that I'm working with. We got lots of purples, we got some greens, some warm tones. Apparently I'm very like shaky today. Sorry about the unsteady camera. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good with these. Oof. Next, let's look. Oh, first of all, let me draw your attention to this beautiful bin. I did film a declutter. Stay tuned. Okay, blushes. Ooh. What is, oh, this is Elf Tarte Party. I haven't used this in a really long time. I love this shade. I'm gonna grab that guy. And then I might grab another one. I just recently did the Laura Geller blush. Milani blush. Okay, I'm gonna grab this pretty vulgar blush. I don't know how to open it apparently. I need to see what I think about it. I do need to declutter my blushes, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna keep and what I can get rid of. My mess of a primer organization situation over here. You know, I think for powder I'm good. I don't need any other powders. I might grab this Tarte primer, primer. I've just been noticing maybe a little bit more texture on my skin. We are close, up close and personal. I'm not gonna grab any single eye products this time. Am I? No, that's a lie. I want to use MAC Tan, not cruelty free, totally fell for their lies. And now highlights. There was, you know what? We're gonna kick it old school. I'm going to grab Rodeo Drive by Ofra. He's so pretty. I have a lot of Ofra products, I'm realizing. Okay, bronzer. I'm going to grab this Soul bronzer. I want to see how I feel about it, but I'm also going to grab a backup just in case that one is terrible. And why not do this Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. Foundation. Eek. You know what? I really need to just get rid of some of these. So I'm going to use my Physicians Formula Healthy Skin. And I think I probably only have a few uses of that. So once that is gone, let's do, got a Smashbox one here that I like a lot. Okay, I'm just gonna try this number 7 Beautifully Matte Foundation. I have no idea how I feel about it. So there is a real possibility that that's just not gonna work and I'll need to grab something else, in which case I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Okay, for lips, I don't know. I do want to grab this Buxom Lippy. This is one of their new ones, the full-on plumping lip cream in the shade Pumpkin Chai Latte. It's beautiful. Apparently I'm hungry because I keep shaking. I'm sorry. Blood sugar is dangerously low. And then, so that's a good gloss. A good gloss. Is this a gloss or is, ooh, Ultra Satin. I just have this one in. I need to reach for the bottom here. More glosses. I need to separate these into glosses and lippies. Okay. I'm going to grab this. This is the ColourPop and Disney bullet lipstick in the shade Belle. And then I want like a good nude. Oh. Sometimes you just know you found it. Huda Beauty, Liquid Matte in Bombshell. Is that what this is? Yeah. One of my all-time favorite nude lips. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, and I am going to grab this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfecting Liquid. I like to use this under like a heavier foundation. And since I've got this focus, well, it doesn't want to focus, but this number 7 foundation that is a matte finish, I figured I'd grab that. All right, so this is what I chose. I am very excited about this. I think this is going to challenge me to try some things that I really have not given a lot of attention to. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.